you're busy and you missed a workout, what in the world should you do now? Should you skip everything completely? A lot of people will tell you to do that. I'm here to tell you, please don't stress. Not all hope is lost. Not all your gains are lost. There is so much we can do. The thing that I usually tell people is that one bad day won't ruin you. Just like one good day won't really help you. You need to be focusing on multiple workouts over time. And if you are consistently hitting your workouts over a long period of time, doing multiple workouts consistently, sticking with your fitness and health, it really doesn't matter. So let's talk about if you just missed one workout. If you missed one workout, literally no problem. Literally no problem. The next day, pick up where you left off, maybe repeat that same workout you were going to do, and potentially combine your workouts that you were thinking about doing. So if you were maybe going to do legs, for example, on Monday and you accidentally skipped that day or missed it because you were busy, and you are now going to do bench press on Wednesday, maybe think about combining the workouts and just doing a little bit of bench and a little bit of squats and maybe not as much overall volume. So you can combine them just to get back up to par and keep you kind of moving in the right direction. But really don't stress about one day. And honestly, for a lot of people, that one day of rest, if you are somebody who consistently works out, is probably going to be good for you and probably going to be something that you could actually benefit from. If you have missed multiple workouts because you're busy, what should you do now? Well, if it is usually about 1 week is usually where something like this would happen, I would just kind of treat it as a deload week or an off week. And then after that, repeat your normal week of workouts as scheduled with a little bit less volume, with a little bit less intensity. So I wouldn't go quite as high in your weights or how hard you're pushing yourself if you did miss those workouts. And I usually use the week after a deload week or a week of decreased volume or intensity to slowly ramp back into my normal routine. So I'll usually cut the volume, maybe even cut the intensity back a little bit to give my body time to reacclimate to all that overall stress. Because the last thing we want to do is to increase stress super quickly, which can greatly increase the chances of overuse injury and basically just sudden injury because we ramped up the volume and intensity so high. So ramping back up, just treat it like a deload week, maybe even a full-blown rest week. And again, still, don't stress over it. If you are somebody who habitually exercises, at the end of the day, this really doesn't matter. If you're finding value from this too so far, please give the video a like. Another thing I want you to consider is if this is happening more than 1 week. So if this is happening, every 10 days, I notice I just fall off for a week, or once I hit this part of the year, I just fall off for the week and I don't really get back onto it too much. This is where I would really reassess your priorities. So you might need to say that, hey, right now, this season of my life, fitness isn't as big of a priority. And that's okay. That isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just something we need to be honest with ourselves. And from that, we can kind of tweak our programming a little bit and say, hey, I'm going to do a little bit less of a workout, or, I'm going to maybe do more at-home workouts because that fits better into my busy schedule right now. If you're consistently missing workouts, you really, really need to address the underlying issue, which is there's probably a shift in priorities, and clearly fitness isn't the biggest priority. It can still be a priority, but just not as high as what's currently taking your attention. So tweak your program, do a little bit less. Still do something though, because as we discussed, that's better than nothing. The last thing with this point is this idea of being consistent or being intense. A lot of people, when they start out becoming fitter and healthier, they think about fitness as an intensity game. And I'm going to stop drinking alcohol. I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to work out 5 days a week. I'm going to sleep 10 hours a night. I'm going to do all these different things. And that's intensity. And that's great. But that intensity doesn't last. And in all reality, that intensity doesn't matter. The people who are consistently in workouts and doing it for a long period of time are the ones who actually reap the benefits. So think about it from a concept of what is a way I can fit fitness and health into my life for essentially the rest of my life? And how can I be more consistent and basically find consistency as more of a trigger for my fitness and health versus intensity? We want to be able to have it to where it doesn't seem like we're really losing that much from our life. It doesn't seem like we're dieting or we have to spend hours in the gym. It should never feel like that. It should never feel like that. And looking at it from a mindset of, I'm going to pick health promoting behaviors that I essentially can do for the rest of my life is a really good, key, crucial part of that.